It's not in the in the place of President Tinubu to tell INEC that, or to tell Nigerians that INEC has been fair or not. It's for Nigerians to see it. For example, in this specific case that we're talking about, I think Nigerians should be hard on the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, because his credentials as senior advocate of Nigeria and the #1 law officer of the country is being called to question here. He went to court and admitted to this same judge that these 5 political parties ought to have been deregistered. Yeah. Now, look at what his seniors are saying at the Court of Appeal. That this case even did not merit any... it did not have any worth to be listened
in the first instance.
Yeah. So that's questioning the integrity, the credentials of the Attorney General of the Federation, the #1 person that advises not only Mr. President, but the entire government of the Federation, saying that, look, there seems to have been a miscalculation on this part. The Attorney General did not give the appropriate advice. Even INEC, which is the one that registered political parties, said, no, these political parties have made the threshold, they've won election, but you decided to, go and say no, that they didn't, and then you back. So, I mean, the Attorney General of the Federation needs to be called to question. So, these are the sort of things that we see every now and then. And in this instance, INEC should try to distance itself from the government or people close to the government so that we do not have a situation whereby people misread this sort of pronouncement from the president. Everybody knows clearly that INEC has been in the eye of the storm as regards these issues of the political parties. We are waiting to see the last one, which has to do, the 2 last ones, NDC and the ADC with Nafiu Balagombe. Yeah. And we'll wait to see, because if, for example, NDC is not going to be on the table for the election, on the ballot, imagine the political consequences, the security consequences. But that's almost like where we're heading to.
But what you do about those vulnerabilities is you institute mechanisms that limit the extent of vulnerability, so you prevent any form of attack, because there is no system in the world that is insulated from penetration. So let's get that clear. But in this particular instance, what the political class seem to be scared of is the power that electronic transmission of results has. What does it do? It enhances the transparency of the process. It also ensures it has a deterrent effect, because at the lowest and perhaps the weakest link of our entire results management process is at the collation level. That is where results are manipulated. And what INEC did by introducing electronic transmission, whether it's IREV, is the fact that after voting at the polling unit, collect the results, enter the results on the result sheets, and then upload it, on a portal defined by INEC. That way, it enhances accessibility, so that when it goes to the collation center, everyone already sees the result. So if the collation officer is strategies of electronic transmission of results, it worked in Nasarawa, it worked in Zamfara, it worked in Abia. There are lots of elections where this particular mode of deepening the integrity of the process. And I think that